Okay, hi everyone. Okay, so before we start doing the worksheet, I just wanted you guys to once again go through conduction, convection, and radiation. And so here is a video. This video has been created by somebody else. I just wanted you to review what is conduction, convection, and radiation so that you don't forget that, and then we can start off, going to the worksheet. Okay, so conduction is when you touch something, right? When you touch something and then the heat from that particular thing, why it goes to your hand, that means you are conducted with heat. That means the heat is passing from one place to the other. Okay, so that is called conduction. So here he's showing what is hot, what is cold, and then he's saying showing how the heat transfers from the high to the low. So that's what is showing here, conduction. Okay, conduction is always by touch. When you touch something and the heat is transferring from one part to the other, then that is conduction. Like when you put a spoon, a metal spoon into a coffee mug, right? And then eventually the spoon also becomes hot. How does it happen? It happens because the heat is transferring from the coffee mug to the spoon. I hope that is clear. Now, the next part would be obviously once what is after what is conduction. You might have also we might have also talked about what is conductors and insulators, right? Conductors are all the metals that actually can transfer the electrons from one end to the other. Conductors. Insulators, on the other hand, are materials that cannot conduct electrons from one place to the other. So, having said that, your electrical wires that are all over your place, all over the houses, in the schools, and any other system, while you're putting your laundry and the heater is running, if all electrical units are actually working well, which means conductors are playing their job very well. Okay. However, when you take it off, when you pull it off, the insulators are things which do not conduct electricity, meaning that if I have a pencil with me, that pencil does not conduct electricity, then it becomes an insulator. Let's say about wood. If you have a wood and then it does not conduct electricity, wood does not conduct electricity, and so it becomes an insulator. Then fiberglass, it becomes an insulator. So there are materials that can actually allow the electrons to go through. They are called conductors, and those which do not allow the electrons to go through are called insulators. Okay, so you should that understanding of what electrons go through certain materials are called metals, and then when electrons do not go through certain materials, then they are called the insulators. Okay? We have done this in the class, so this is just a revision for you, and before you move on to the 7th grade. So again, metal, and then that's a wood. So wood is a insulator, metal is a conductor. Copper is a metal. Iron is a metal. Okay, so we should also remember they are all metals. There are certain things which are metals. So copper is a metal, and then there is again wood is a insulator, fiberglass is an insulator. So I hope you understood what it means, right? So now let's see what is convection. Convection is the transfer of heat from high to low. Again, conduction is by touch. Convection is the transfer of heat from high to low. So when you put a water pot on the stove and then you start heating it, the heat always starts from high to low. So it goes from high to low, high to low, and high to low again and again and again. Okay, till the entire pot has the same temperature. So convection is when water or heat goes from high to low. Okay. Conduction is by touch. And now you have one more, which is nothing but the radiation. Let's Okay, there's an ad. Let's just finish skipping the ad first. Okay, we skip the ad. So here we go. Convection. That's the water. It's getting heated. There we go. It goes from high to low, high to low, high to low. So heat and cold keep circulating until the entire water actually gets the same kind of temperature. I'm just going to quickly skim through it because we should be having a good understanding of this so far. So there are three types of, you know, energy transfer. One is conduction, the other one is convection, and the third one is radiation. Radiation, like how we all know, it's from sun. So the sun's heat comes onto the earth, and then you have the radiation happening. So radiation can also be done through campfires, right? It generates radiation is nothing but the heat that is being transferred from the sun or from the flames to the other person or the other object. Okay, that is radiation. Again, conduction, convection, and radiation are the three ways that the heat can be transferred. So since you have an understanding of this, we just went through it, right? We will now go back and we have to now go back and figure out where our energy questions are. Okay, here we go. This is the energy questions, right? So in each of the following situation, identify the method of heat transfer taking place. Is it conduction, convection, or radiation? More than one process may be occurring. Sometimes it's not just conduction, or only convection, or only radiation. It could be all three processes together, right? So here are the questions for you if you have a good understanding, if you have learned thoroughly while the teacher was explaining and you understood all what is supposed to be done, what is conduction, what is convection, what is radiation, how it works, then it is easy that you can go ahead and start doing the test and see where you stand. This is just for you to understand where exactly you stand. Okay. The first question is how coffee is stirred with a spoon. The spoon gets hot. Coffee is stirred with a spoon. The spoon gets hot due to what? Due to conduction, convection, or radiation. That's what the answer choices should be. A chair is placed several feet from a fireplace. The fireplace has a glass screen. The side of the chair facing the fireplace gets warmer because of, again, between the three of them, you need to figure out which is the right answer. Certain type of decorative lamp contains colored liquid. These liquids from the glob that break off and rise to the top of the liquid. The globs rise due to what? Due to conduction, convection, or radiation. Near the ceiling of the room, the air is warmer. The warmer air rises because of what? Why does the warm air rise? A college student holds the back of his hand near an iron to see if it's hot. Heat is transferred to his hand by what? You need to know, is it by touch, is it by conduction, or is it by convection? A heater is placed under one corner of the water bed mattress. Warm water moves throughout the mattress because of the warm water moves throughout the mattress because of what? Because it moves from high to low. It's easy once you understand the concept. It's very easy, but you need to understand the concept first before even answering these questions. A certain type of stainless steel cookware has a layer of copper applied to the bottom of it. The copper transfers heat to the pan by, again, you need to think what the answer would be. In a swimming pool, the water near the surface is slightly warmer. The warm water rises because of dash. One end of the copper rod is placed in a flame of the Bunsen burner. Small pieces of the wax placed along the rod metal at progressively larger distances from the flame. Heat is transferred through the rod by Again, is it what? Conduction, convection, or radiation? Question number 10. A house burns down. On the house across the street, all the vinyl siding is twisted and wrapped by the heat. The heat was transferred across the street by, is it conduction, convection, or radiation? Question number 11. Warm air over the beach rises while the cooler, denser air from the ocean air, in, rushes in due to what? The metal skewer gets so hot that you drop the marshmallow in the campfire because of what? A huge rock at the state park so hot during the day that you can't sit on the top of it. You lay on the same rock at the night so that you can keep warm by, again, conduction, convection, or radiation is a question. Okay, a fireman feels a door and it's too hot from the fire on the other side due to, again, is it conduction, convection, or radiation? The cause of the weather system on Earth is because of. So question number 17. You are at the top of the bunk bed and you want to turn the air condition on while your friend at the bottom of the bunk bed is fine and is fine and is because of what? Again, if you do not know the answers, what I would suggest is to go back, review the concepts one more time, and then try to take it slowly, understand what does it mean, what does conduction mean, how does it affect, what can the answer be. So think through and finish your work. Okay. All right, guys. Till I post the next video. Enjoy your vacation.